Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, welcome back to MotoGP 18 as we're heading to the 6th round of the season, round of fast and throwing Mugello circuit. So here goes McDonald for the complete test, trying to do all 3 objectives for the development of this bike. She's got better braking now. There's no way easy beating the speed threshold. Got 5 points again round the circuit to beat, and look how crazy that fans are. To the left hand side, everywhere. Seen flares, seen noise, hearing chainsaws, probably. Cool milestone being an Italian developer as well. Definitely know how to capture that atmosphere. It's all easy smashing these speed tests. And this is a circuit where McDonald should be quicker. But then we thought the same about ours, but just got stuck outside the points, a bit like Le Mans last time out, but at least the last time out at Le Mans it was consistent pace, even battling. Pace was decent enough for the points, and like Perez where it's decent enough to maybe be in the points. Just didn't quite have that pace in the end, so easy doing speed test. McDonald being very quick. You can see the other one coming out of this chicane. Let's set up this left-hander. Oh, easy. Smashing by at least 5 miles per hour. So where's the final speed test then? This is coming out the final corner, going into the final corner. Well, it's coming out of the fast chicane. Look at that. So there goes McDonald revving it up. Oh, and he smashed it by another 5 miles per hour. The time threshold 2:12. Easy smashing that. Let's go out the final corner. We might regret not going and improving the engine and these power down the straights. But still, improving the brake should be very handy around here. Loads of chicanes as not easy. Does it, as now we are doing the braking test, so let's see how good these brakes are. It's perfect braking into the first corner, uphill, which kind of helps you. You can brake a bit later. When you've got loads of chicanes like this for the left, right, left. And then so we've got the next braking point come at the end of this mini straight. And again, perfect from McDonald. Definitely is happy with the brakes on board this Avintia. And he's definitely been the class of the team over Liverpool. Oh, so there's a shock. Where the third one is. That's actually different then. And the speed test. What the hell? That was after the corner. This has just been very cautious with McDonald around it. He should ideally be under 2 minutes as we let the Australia Galaxy machine go underneath us. Or do we? Arnold Canet battling with us. So it just backs off. No point trying to battle a guy who's battling for the title, especially in practice. He's got 2 more braking zones to go. Oh, here's the penultimate. Of course we're early. We're going downhill. Have to brake a bit earlier. And then there's the final braking point into the final corner, I think it is. Unless they want us to brake on the straight, which is a bit unlikely. And then we've got the trajectory test after this. How are we early that time? Looks perfect. Really hooked up that final corner. Really hooked up the gravel as well. To get an invalid lap. Oh, does that not count then? He's got to do this again, McDonald. God damn it. As Bezecchi does a 2-minute flat 0.4. I expect Martin and Canet to be in the 59s. Maybe 58s. We will see. Because Bezecchi, it's no slouch, especially around his home track here in Mugello. Of course, he's got to look forward to Mazzano as well later. And yeah, of course, so does McDonald. No doubt he'd be looking forward to Mazzano. There's Mino, former winner around here on board the VR46 machine. Dipping under the 2-minute mark is Martin, of course. That's how we early. And it perfect. So 59.6 laid down by Martin, but expect 58 will be the marker heading into qualifying. Just got to love this, especially as the curbs are not trying to kill you now every time you go over them. He is fantastic circuit. Loads of flares everywhere. Look at all the flares around. Absolutely crazy. Really did go overboard, didn't they? But then it is the yellow fever land. I swear we braked at the exact same point we did on the previous lap. So I have no idea how it's now perfect. Let's head towards the final corner. Easy for that. Through that chicane. But McDonald a bit slower than his previous lap. Again, slightly early into the final corner. This time letting up slightly on the power out of it. Again, putting the power on at the same point, but we know where that would have headed him. As he approaches the line, it's a 201, is it? No, it's still in the 2s. That's the second test done. Now it's the trajectory test, the third and final test. You get these development points for this Avintia. As he outbrakes himself, that's a good start. Luckily not in the zone yet. Here it is through this chicane. He's all slightly off the line. Just got to follow the line. There's going to be 94%. That's slightly disappointing. I want at least 95 in all the trajectory tests now. But it's going to be much slower as you are just racing to the line. Sounds like he's got someone on his arse as well, McDonald. Got to watch out. As whoa. Calm down. As again, 94. And straight into the next trajectory test. Starting off at 98. We'll take that, 97%, that's our best so far, is it? No, 96 in the end. As he's still got 2 trajectory tests, so I guess it's through the downhill corner, then through the final corner. Of course it is. I'm surprised Kinet still hasn't beaten Martin's 59.6. But for sure he'd do that. Try and go through the corner, 93. 93%, that's pretty poor, McDonald. And of course it's through the final corner. Look at that, 7 seconds slower. Now he's having to follow the line. You can see the bike getting all out of shape. Just ready to get on the power. Follow that line. 96%, that's not bad to end it. As he crossed the line, can't be ahead of the time threshold though. I feel like the time threshold is only for this test. Because that's when you get really close. There's a 93, but apart from that, pretty good. And then the speed trap test, smashed it. And then a mixed bag. Again, with the braking test, couple of earlies. Of course, Kinet beats the time after I said that. He finally does beat Martin by just under a tenth or just over a tenth for a second. They're way ahead of everyone else. DJ Antonio 3rd, Bashani 5th, Della Portia 5th, Antonelli 6th, Mino 7th, Pasecchi in 8th. Lots of Italians in the top 10 ahead of Hotel. And then we've got Rodrigo rounding out the top 10. But he's got further down the field, you've got Home Heroes Foggia and Arbolino. Around the top 20 is Loy, the 1.1. You've got Berger way down in 23rd. But at the back is McDonald by over a second. But we've seen this before. You can turn it on in qualifying. Let's see, it goes McDonald for the first of 3 possible qualifying laps. So you've got the home hero Mino at the top to a 1.1. No Martin Kinet yet, but it's the last 10 minutes of qualifying. We know they will appear soon. So let's see what McDonald can do. Approach the first corner, outbraked himself. Has already cost himself a couple of tenths. So a very good beginning. Definitely use a bit more of that rear brake as well.
Should be a bit more stable now. And I also made another bike set, not just had the ride how it goes low as it can go. I also put in some rake, which has helped with the turning and stability of the bike out of the corners. So we'll see how that goes. Something we also did in the morning, and that definitely did help on the circuit where we need that. And see McDonald using a bit more rear brake. And a couple of these corners really is slowing him down, but most so actually slowed him down time wise. Go for the right hand, he can carry much more speed through that corner. Look at only a 10th down so far. He's attacking, he's right up there. And this gorgeous Italian sun, much better than practice where it's very overcast. He's doing a great job of this, that McDonald. He wanted to dip into 2 minutes though at least. I'll just match that 2:01. That's just a banker for Martin Canet. We know they're going to go so much quicker than that. We go flat out through the chicane. Oh, a bit wide on the exit. Oh, he keeps it full throttle. I don't know how he's still upright, McDonald. We go through the final corner, a bit wide, but some riders like that line. Some like to hug that apex. As we go towards the line, will McDonald grab a provisional pole? It's going to be very close. Not quite. He's over a second behind in the end. 22.3. What the hell happened there? No, straight line speed isn't the hottest, but that's all I really used the rear brake there. Almost locked up the rear. Would have without the upgrade. Again, I've got to tap these curves. While being as smooth as possible as well, somehow. And look at that, 7/10 up in the first sector for McDonald. That's more like it. Well, we definitely know again the first sector might be his, and then the other sector he might be playing catch up a bit. So accidentally get it down to first. That's pretty good. And look how much he is attacking this circuit, McDonald. This is much better this lap. Much in the power as well through the right. It's all 3/10 down now. Maybe the Vintage just doesn't have the power around it. Go through the right and the left. Maybe slow down too much through the left, and there is Martin dipping into the 59s. Oh, a bit wide through the right. Got some power nice and early though. A much better line through the fast chicane. He's 8/10 down. With just a corner to go. Just had to wait for the bike to get a bit more towards the apex. Otherwise he would have been running wide. As he heads towards the line, will this dip into the 2 minutes? It's going to be very close. Yes, 2:08, that's much better. Now with his final lap, can he get close to that 59.7 from Canet? You go for the first corner, that's better. Nicely hugging the apex. Oh, through to the left, using all that curb and some. And then through the right. Very aggressive on the power. It's a personal best first sector, 10th down on Canet. This is better from McDonald. Could actually qualify in the top 20 for once. Doesn't get down to first this time. Oh, sliding a bit wide through the left. That's a couple of tenths gone. Then through the right, slightly wide, leads to him being on the curb. But still just a couple of tenths down from Canet. He is pushing hard, McDonald, this lap. He hooks up the right. Hooks up the left, a slight dab on the brakes. Bit too much of a dab on the brakes. Maybe no break at all next time. So we're going for the tighter line this time round the right. Just waiting to get onto that power. Oh, hooked up too much of that curb. On the left, he's still just 4 tenths down from Canet. Again, hooking that inside line up. That's a very beautiful exit from McDonald as he races towards the line. Will this be an improvement? Will this be a top 10? Could this even be pole? Not quite, but it's a top 10. Xnet grabs pole ahead of Martin by just less than a tenth of a second this time, with D Jones turning around out the front row on home turf ahead of Bastianini, Antonelli and Mino. I think you know what that means, with Otto ahead of Lopez and Sasaki on the third row. Banucci's rounding out the top 10. McDonald is de facto second home race-ish for the San Marino rider ahead of Suzuki and Bezzecchi. Very impressive ahead of the KTM of Bezzecchi, and then we got Della Porter down in 13th ahead of Nuruddin and Rodrigo, and Tuba, Kornfeld and Mesa. And we've got Foggia, Arbolino round out top 20 ahead of McPhee. Then we've got Ramirez, Masaki, Yachenko, Berger, Loy on the 9th row alongside Daryl Binder, Liverinas and the tie rider at the back. So we are looking at the grid with Canet at the top. Unfortunately, McDonald just missing the first page, but there's a San Marino rider in the top 10 for the first time, or second time this season I should say, because he already had a pole, remember, in America, with his teammate Lloyd down in 26th, really outclassing the Belgium this season. There's your usual suspects at the back.
Not long to go now until the Italian Grand Prix here in Mugello, one of the most challenging and spectacular tracks in the entire championship.
So here's McDonald revving it up. As we wait for the lights to go out for this 6-out race. Decent start for McDonald. Hasn't dropped back too far compared to previous starts, even making up positions again. He's down to 12. And breaks into the first corner down the inside of Della Porta. Down the inside, quite a few riders. He's found a fantastic line there. Goes up to 7th. He gets into the dirt. But still, 7th for McDonald. He's went up 3 places at the start. Fantastic opening. Oh, and he's diving down the inside of Antonelli. Up into 5th, right in the tail of Bastianini. You can see the top 4 right in front. What a fantastic opening for the KTM rider. Behind the Leopard now of the Beast. The Italian, a veteran of this category. Been around here for a number of years. Hasn't grabbed too many victories though. But has always been there or thereabouts in the championship for the most part. As you can see, you've got the Grassini boys behind Canet. Nico McDonald over the back of Bastianini for 4th. You can make up this position. And we're really talking about maybe even for the race win. As he has a look. Bastianini goes slightly wide. And that's the back out. We go through the chicane. He's got a superb run in the Italian. As he's got Otto behind the German. McDonald down the inside of the Leopard. Takes 4th. And you can see the top 3 right in front, and the Germans followed him through. He's got Arbolino up to 27th ahead of the tie riders who go across the line for the first time. Oh, and look at that double slipstream. It shows you the lack of power this Avinci machine has compared to the rest. But it shows you what McDonald has when he can take back at least one of those positions into the first corner. In his favourite first sector. All over the back of Bastianini. Got a superb exit as well in the Italian. Going to be looking down the inside of the Leopard once again. Takes back 4th. Now can he close on the top 3? Going with Di Gianantonio, Martin, Canet. As whoa, hello Bastianini. He says this battle ain't over yet. For fifth. For fourth, should I say. We go for the right. A bit conservative on the power there, McDonald. He's got Di Gianantonio just under a second in front. You can see he's dropping back for Martin and Canet slightly. Oh, it's really hooking up this chicane though. Closes a bit as Lloyd's battling for last. What about a comparison for teammates? All battling at the top, Lloyd right at the bottom. We're coming to the end of the second lap. What a dream this is for McDonald. Could get his best Moto3 finish it. Where he finishes now. As he's 3/10 ahead of Bastianini, still just under a second behind. Di Gianantonio. As he goes wide, whoa, Bastianini just pushes him wide. That's upset his run onto this straight. That's cost him seconds. Look at that. He's way behind the Leopard now. That has cost him maybe this race, maybe his podium chances. Now here comes Mino. To have a look, or is that Antonelli? Very aggressive move from the Leopard rider. McDonald will be having words after this race. Let's look how much time he's lost now to the top three. He's now taking his alternate lines now, seeing what he can get away with. And look at that from back. He's cost him a couple of seconds. That one aggressive manoeuvre. This is McDonald right over the back of the Leopard though. Maybe Bastianini's remembering back to Circuit America, so they battle for the podium on the final lap. Into the final corner, McDonald did a similar manoeuvre. Now McDonald takes back fourth and just blocks Bastianini slightly. Now can he close up to Di Gianantonio? I'd say it cost him seconds. In the end, it's around half a second. But still, that's a lot of time to make up on these Moto3 bikes where performance is so equal between everyone. And every tenth counts. As you've got Nerdin and Foggia for fourth. We're going a bit wide through the right. Gets on the power nice and early though. That's all had to left off slightly there. Look at that, gained 3/10 on Di Gianantonio. This time hogging the inside. He's learned his lesson, hasn't he? We've gone to the start finish straight. Just about holding the bike in the end. We've got Alonso behind, battling for 10th with Sasaki as we go into the second half of the race. Going with a 59.7, battling Canet for the fastest out of the race. That's why I first about that Leopard rider. McDonald's got race winning pace here. We go through the first corner. Now let's see if he can get on his bike and gain up to Di Gianantonio in the second half of this race. Tyre wear should not be an issue at all. Look at that, the tyres are barely worn the first half. So a bit wide for the left. Course him slightly for the right. So he's putting the gap on Bastianini. So now we go downhill for the right and left. McDonald seems to be very good through that left. Bit wide for the right. Maybe have gotten the power a bit earlier. As you can see, he's lost some time to Di Gianantonio this lap. But hooking up that curb beautifully to get the bike turned through this chicane. See, sometimes you just got to use the curb to your advantage. No, be their master instead of their mistress. Go out the right on the power a bit early, McDonald. Consummate him slightly through the fast chicane. As he's still got a similar gap to Di Giannantonio in front, 1.1 seconds. So into the final corner, that rear sliding a lot, under braking now. He's just losing so much time in this final sector with the lack of straight line speed. As Avintia has. He dips into 2-minute point 4. And Abashini, Yantane, Otel, Della Porta, Mino. And Lopez rounds out the top 10. It's McDonald into the first corner. Can afford to go slightly wide like that. Because again, you're going uphill, kind of helps as well. One of the lessons that blow going slightly wide like that. But still not gaining on Di Giannantonio. 1.7 back. All over the curves, using every inch of the track. McDonald's, Nuruddin and Kornfeld battling for nothing at the moment. No points, no prizes. Downhill through the left. Oh, a bit wide through the right. Again, losing precious tenths. But he's gaining on Di Giannantonio. So that 1.5 got Bashini 3 tenths behind. Leopold coming on strong. So there you go, McDonald, no brakes through that left-hander. That's how it should be. As you go downhill through the yellow fever. Go nice and early on the power. That's more like it. Go for the left and right, flat out. Still 1.1 behind Di Giannantonio. This is so consistent, this gap. Go for the final corner. Heading on to the final lap. This is a bit like that Red Bull Rookies kart race, isn't it? Where the gaps are so consistent, everyone's so close on pace. McDonald back to the 2 minutes point 1. He's 1.2 behind Di Giannantonio, 6 tenths of Bashini heading on to this final lap. Fee Ramirez battling for 18th. McDonald's worried about battling for 3rd though. You can see Di Giannantonio just agonisingly in front. As he's really trying to slide the pipe through this corner, carries so much speed through these corners, getting up out slightly early as Binder's in last. Dal Binder on a KTM. Shocking outing for the South African. So I was pushing hard on this final lap. Look at that yellow mist all around. You're in a coliseum here. You're fighting with tigers and you're just hoping not to get eaten. At least that's what it feels like when you're battling the beast from behind. Well, gets on the power nice and early through the right that time. As he's 1.2 behind Di Giannantonio, he's clipping the gravel. Clipping the curves as well. Look at this being very aggressive McDonald. Come on, you can see a podium right in front. He wants this, his first Moto3 podium. Just has to agonisingly wait to get on the power through the right. Look at that, he's closer, a tenth closer this time to Di Giannantonio, but I don't think he's close enough. Heading on to the start-finish straight for the final corner. As it looks like Canet has beat out Martin, so consistent. The Spaniards, they've inched away from Di Giannantonio, and it is Canet ahead of Martin. But McDonald in 4th. Fantastic result. His best in Moto3. But we'll be thinking of the beast though after that race where he's in position to be close to Di Giannantonio and got pushed back. And look at that, one of only 3 riders to post a 1:59. That shows you the pace that McDonald, that shows you the company he can be with. Even on this bike, we lack straight line speed. But fantastic round the corners. And so a fantastic result for the San Marino riders, best in Moto3 so far, half a second ahead of Bastianini, 1.4 for podium with Di Gianantonio, with Antonelli 6th, Artel 7th, Del Porte 8th, Mino in 9th, Alonso Lopez rounds out the top 10 ahead of Sasaki, Bezzecchi, Suzuki, Foggia with points on home turf ahead of Gabriel Rodrigo, with Nurgin just missing out by 4/10. And we compare that fast as that to his teammate, Liv Aloy, in 23rd, 1.7 seconds faster. I think he's heading towards team leader role ahead of the experienced Belgian, with look at that, Del Binder in last. But just by 58 thousandths of a second has Jorge Martin leads the championship by 17 points ahead of Canet, with Bastianini in third, 66 points back already. Then you've got Di Gianantonio up to 4th ahead of Del Porte, Mino in Bezzecchi, Antonelli up to 8th, Suzuki down to 9th. Alonso Lopez rounds out the top 10 of Otel just by a single point. Then Rodrigo, Tuba and Nico McDonald up to 14th with 23 healthy points this season. Ahead of Sasaki, who's normally been sniffing around the top 10. Shows you when McDonald had his peaks, he's been taking advantage of them most of the time. Then you've got Nuruddin down to 16th as well. And they've got a healthy gap over Foggia, Arbolino, McPhee, Kornfeld, Mesa, there's Del Binder, and there's the tyre rider. 23 riders scored points so far this season. Loy in 27th, Ryuchenko at the back. As let's look at the development for McDonald. Look at that, he's almost halfway between dismissal and first rider now. And you can see he's riding positions up to 49, throttle management up to 49, brakes management and lean angle up to 50. And look at all this reputation and development points earned, glorious. As in Moto3, Marc Marquez broke home hearts, beating the Ducati of Andrea Dovizioso with Maverick Vinales in third. Then in the Moto2 race, Baldassarre and Bagnaia making it Italian 1-2 ahead of Alex Marquez. And in the Red Bulls Rookie Cup race, it's Tata ahead of Carrasco and the Turkish rider. So now for McDonald, does he stay with his team or does he view these offers of going to the Angel Nieto team, Moto3, alongside Mino and Albert Arenas? Or does he join Del Binder for the Red Bull KTM IO team? Might explain why he's so poor around Mugello, as he's the only one there. And then we've got Bezzecchi and Kornfeld. We've got the experienced Czech rider, but the very rapid Italian rider. Then we got our old favourites, the Petronas Spirito racing team, Nuruddin and Sasaki. Then the Skull Rider team with Rodrigo and Bezzecchi. And then the Stikers team with Arbolino. Or we can stick with Liv Aloy at the Avintia team, or go to Honda Team Asia alongside Tuba and the Thai rider, or the Besta Capital Dubai team alongside Ramirez and Misa. Well, I don't think McDonald is going to take any of those offers. I think he is happy with his choice. He's not going to be able to change team until the next transfer window. So after the outing in Italy, let's actually look at bike development for the Avintia team. And it's increased the power. And apart from that, what else we've got? 8,800. So we could look at the brakes again and be very aggressive with the aggression on the brakes, increase the braking power. Or we could look at the suspension, improve the bike's ability to absorb the shocks of surface roughness, improves the bike's stability. I'm not sure where to go next, actually. Because we've got frame as well, improve the lean, increases the rate of descent of the bike when cornering, or stiffness, makes the bike react faster when steering. That might actually be useful. Who knows what we're going to do next time as we head to the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya for the Catalan Grand Prix. And off the back of his best result in Moto3, who went bet against McDonald, maybe backing that up and grabbing another top 5 finish. We'll find out next time though. Thanks for watching and I'll see you then.